Alright guys, before we get into this video, just a quick reminder that we are doing a race to 5,000 subscribers, and to push this, I am doing a giveaway for this President's Cup 2024 flag. All you have to do to enter the giveaway, subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave the comment "done" down below in the comment section. It will automatically enter you into the draw. As soon as I hit 5,000 subscribers, I will be doing the draw and I will ship the flag to you wherever you are in the world. That's it for now. Back to the video.
We made it!
Hello.
Good morning.
Morning. How are you?
Good, you?
Good.
So we made it to Mont-Blanc.
Yes. We are, well, it's East Coast Pro Tour Championship weekend. Weird to say weekend. They don't usually do it on a weekend, but it's just how it worked out this year. So today we are at Le Diable in Mont-Blanc. Diable translates directly to devil. So the course is called The Devil. Today's Pro-Am Day. Yeah, okay, right. Today is Pro-Am Day. So we're doing a little clinic and then probably a Vegas shotgun, I assume, a cocktail hour afterwards. And then over the next 2 days, we are playing the actual Tour Championship. Not at Le Diable, we are playing at Royal Laurentian, which is probably about 20-25 minutes from where we are now. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
Weather looks good. Course looks beautiful. Colors, the leaves are starting to change color. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, we should have great image.
Yeah. Oh yeah, should be a great weekend.
All right, have fun.
Thank you. Alright guys, so we have made it to the Royal Laurentian Golf Club for the first round of the East Coast Pro Tour's Tour Championship. It's a bit of a chilly morning, a little bit of wind, a little bit overcast. It's not going to be a very warm day, but it is what it is. We've just got to go and try and play some good golf here. Just working through my warm-up, getting the body moving. Swing has been feeling very good the past few days, so I'm really excited to get this tournament underway. Really hopeful for a good result on this weekend in late September. And on our way to the first tee, I make a stop at one of the world's worst chipping greens. Followed by one of the world's smallest putting greens.
De Montréal, Quebec, James Colin Davis.
And here we go. The first hole is a par 4, 365 yards. It goes quite massively downhill, as you can see, and doglegs to the left. Now, in my practice round, I had hit 4-iron off the tee, which went through the fairway into the right rough, which was fine, but not ideal. So I had clubbed back here. I am hitting a 5-iron, just trying to take a similar line to what I'd taken in my practice round, but trying to leave myself in the fairway. Good swing there, just a tiny little push to the right, but that's not going to be in any trouble, except that the 5-iron also went through the fairway. Had 106 yards left in. This was a small sand wedge. Nice shot here, good distance control out of the rough. I've given myself a good look at birdie to start this tournament off. Really nice roll, good pace, just a slight under read, but a good start to the tournament. The second hole is a 420-yard par 4. Goes uphill on the approach shot. Now it's quite narrow the further up you go, so I've elected just to hit hybrid. It will leave me a bit of a longer shot in, but it gives me a bit more room to miss off the tee, which is good because I did push that one to the right. Now I'm in the right rough. I have 143 yards playing massively uphill. Wind a little down and off the right. This is a 9-iron. It was on a great line, landed just short and kicked straight right. Really, really unfortunate bounce. Did not think the shot deserved that. Bounced so far right that I'm actually under this tree. I'm short-sighted and I have some branches that I have to contend with, so I can't really get any height on the shot. This is my 50 degree. I'm trying to bump it into the slope and chase it onto the green. Unfortunately, I flew it a little too far. That ends up going well past the hole. You can see how much slope there is on this green just by how the ball is rolling back towards the front of the green here. I did give myself a putt. That was job number 1, but it is a very tricky, long, downhill, left to right break par putt. And admittedly, I just got a little bit scared of that one. It would have been very easy to have hit that 7 or 8 feet past the hole. I leave myself a reasonable look at bogey, which I'm able to convert and move on. The third hole is a par 3, today playing 155 yards to a front flag. This was a small 9-iron. Good contact, just drew on me a little bit. Finished pin high, a little left of the flag. Good swing there though, I'm happy with that. Gives me a reasonable look at birdie. So a little downhill, turning from left to right. This thing was tracking and just slammed on the brakes. So struggling a little bit with the pace here, but I'll go ahead and tap in for my par. The fourth hole is a 392-yard par 4, massively downhill off the tee. I am hitting 4-iron. This is what I'd hit in the practice round, though today the wind was a little bit more straight into on this hole. Admittedly, I could have taken a little more club, but I was comfortable with the 4-iron. It's still going to give me a wedge in. Unfortunately, I'd missed it a little bit right, and I ended up on this side slope. Now, the pin's on the right side of the green with the water right. Now, this ball is going to go left, I know it, but I can't really challenge that flag, and it came out massively left. So that was a pitching wedge from 140 yards back into the wind. That has not left me in a very good spot. A little bit long left. I've got to pitch it up over the slope that we see there. Actually, I want to pitch it before the slope and let it die, because then it's going to be downhill to the hole. I felt like I'd executed that very well, but you see how much that kicked forward on the first hop. After that, there was no chance that ball was going to stop anywhere near the hole. So I have got my work cut out here if I want to make par. Uphill putt, breaking from right to left. Now, it did break, but not really until it got past the hole, so a bit of a misread on my part there. Got a little bit of work here to clean up for my bogey. I'm able to convert that. Now, I don't feel like I'm playing bad, but I am 2 over after 4, and I'm a little dejected, to be honest. Good news is, we have a par 5 coming up. 490 yards, they had moved the tees up. First drive of the day here. I mean, all in all, pretty good. It was well hit. I did just pull it a little bit down the left. That's going to find the left rough. It's not really a problem. Have 168 yards left to a front left flag. I'm hitting 8 iron, and this was just an awful golf swing. Left the club face wide open and dropped that into the right green side bunker. So that shouldn't have been that hard. All I really had to do there was put it on the green. I failed to do so, and I've left myself a bit of a tough up and down from this bunker. Much more sand under the ball than I was expecting. Not a very good bunker shot. I am definitely getting a little frustrated here. I do have a birdie look, but it is an outside chance. Uphill, breaking from right to left. Another good roll, really good pace. Again, just a slight overread. So considering we had 168 yards into this par 5, this is absolutely a missed opportunity. Walking away with par there absolutely feels like a bogey. The 6th hole is a par 4, playing 350 yards. Now I am hitting 4 iron off the tee. Nice swing there. That's the ball flight I was looking for. Just wanted to play it down the right side of the fairway to give myself a good angle in. Had 99 yards left back into the wind. This is a lob wedge that looked good all the way. Never really left the flagstick, just left a bit. I can't really see the ball from there, but I figure I've given myself a good look at birdie. Roxanne enjoying the wildlife. Now I had left myself a good look at birdie, slightly downhill, turning a little bit left to right. I dropped that right into the middle of the hole. That's a nice birdie there. That gets us back to 1 over par. The 7th hole is a par 3. Now they had moved the tees up a little bit and the pin was at the front, so it was playing a little short at 150 yards today, but it is uphill, so it does play longer. This was a controlled 9 iron. Another good feeling swing there. Really like the contact. It's on a great line. We'll see when it lands. It's just going to kick a little to the right. That's okay. I've put it on the front section of the green. I'm going to have a good look at birdie from there. So this uphill putt, turning from left to right. Another really nice roll on the ball. And just a very, very slight underread. Or I could have hit it with a little more pace. Either one would have had that ball go in. Not a bad par though. Now 8 is a tricky hole. It's a par 4, 383 yards, but as you can see, you can't see much of the fairway. This is very much target golf. I'm hitting 5 iron here. I'd hit 4 iron in the practice round. That had gone through the fairway, so again, scaling back, hitting the 5, right on the line I was looking for. This also went through the fairway, so yeah. 102 yards in here to a front flag, downwind, so I'm hitting lob wedge, hoping to get some spin on it. Unfortunately, it takes a massive hop forward when it lands. It was on a great line, but it finished nowhere near the hole, so long look at birdie here. Downhill. I'm expecting this to turn from right to left, which it does, just not nearly as much as I'd expected. Pretty good for pace, though. That'll allow me to go up and clean up my par. Remain at +1 heading on to the 9th hole. The 9th hole is playing 421 yards, par 4. They'd moved the box up. I'd hit 3-wood in my practice round, which worked out nicely, so I decided hybrid from the different tee box was going to be perfect. Great swing, right down the middle, good contact, and this thing ran right through the end of the fairway, which is now made my next shot pretty tough because I only have 87 yards, but that pin's a little tucked, and I'm downwind hitting out of the rough, and it's going to be very hard to get enough spin on this ball to stop it. Again, we will see a massive bounce and very little check, and that is going to run right through to the back fringe. Still gives me a look at birdie, though I would have preferred a bit of a shorter one and to have actually been on the green. Gave it a good run there. Just expected that was going to turn a little bit more from right to left, which obviously it did not. I will tap in for my par, 1 over par through the first 9 holes of this tournament. The 10th hole is a 394-yard par 4. We're going over water and then straight uphill to the green. I am hitting 3-wood today. That was a very nice kind of knockdown flight. Very happy with that shot. I haven't been very comfortable with that club recently. That left me in the left side of the fairway with 99 yards playing uphill. So I'm hitting my sand wedge. I'm trying to flight it down a little bit as it's back into the wind, and in an effort to do so from the upslope, I'm trying to keep it low. I turn it over, goes a little left. Very good for distance, not very good for proximity, but I do have a birdie putt. Again, really nice roll, really good pace, really good effort from that distance. That's not a high percentage putt. You are not going to make those very often, but anytime you kind of scare the hole, that's a pretty good effort. The par 3 11th today is playing 135 yards back into the wind. This was a knockdown controlled 9-iron. Another very good swing here, all over the flag stick. Just past the flag, but good proximity. Very, very happy with the execution of that shot. It was the exact flight I was looking for. Now, this was a bit of a tricky putt. It was turning right early and then straightening out, going a little downhill. Very good read there. Matched up the pace perfectly. That birdie gets us back to even par. The 12th hole is a normally 600-yard par 5, but they'd moved our box up about 80 yards. So I didn't even know what I was supposed to hit here. There was water down there. It's just over 300 to cover the water. I decided to go for it. Really good swing with the driver there. Great ball flight, high launch, low spin. That's what I needed to make sure I was going to carry that water. I mean, I didn't carry it by much, I'll be honest, but I did carry it. And that risk has given me the reward of having 145 yards left to this par 5 downwind. I was hitting gap wedge, really not great contact, but got a very good bounce.
I was a little lucky.
Yeah, it bounced back the right direction this time.
We will take that. Gives us an uphill eagle look here. And really nice roll, tracking, and just slams on the brakes right before it gets to the hole. Bit of a missed opportunity there, but that is a very easy tap-in birdie to get us to 1 under par for the tournament. The 13th hole is a dogleg right 441-yard par 4. Now you can't hit driver or anything, can't get too aggressive here. I am hitting a 4-iron on a slightly aggressive line, cutting the corner a little bit. Expected that to be great. It took a few big bounces and kept rolling and went right through the fairway and finished right behind a tree. Now the pin is directly behind this tree on the left side of the green. I do not have an angle. I have 133 yards. That is my sand wedge, and I'm trying my best to hook it, but trying to hook a wedge out of the rough is not easy. It doesn't turn over very much. It is on the green, but I am a long way away from the flag. I am on the back right of the green, and the pin is kind of front middle left of the green. So long birdie look here. Just trying to give myself some kind of makeable par putt, and that is very nicely done from that distance. I can go ahead, clean up for my par, and move on. The 14th hole is a par 3 today, playing 195 yards, wind off the left. That is a 6-iron that I'm trying to draw back into the wind to kill it. Fortunately, the wind just didn't seem to touch it, it just drew through it, so it was good for distance, but finished just left of the green. It's a bit of a tricky shot here. Luckily, I did have a decent lie. I don't have a ton of green to work with, and it is a little bit downwind, so I've got to be careful with this one. I mean, that easily could have gone in for the same price. Just really, really nice chip shot there. That is a great par save. That keeps momentum going for us. And we're on to the par 5 15th hole, which is 525 yards downwind. Now, in the practice round, I had taken my drive straight over the bunker you see on the left. Now, I played it very well, but it is a bit of an aggressive line, so today I decided I'm going to go just slightly right of it. Gives me a bit of a wider miss window, if you will. Great drive. What I did not expect was that it was going to go right through the fairway. So I do have 145 yards left. I am hitting gap wedge, but I did not have a great lie there. It's on a great line, comes up a little bit short. I was hoping it would kind of bounce up a little bit more. It did not. Finishes just off the front edge, but we're still in pretty good shape. And more geese, wouldn't you know it? Canadian geese in Canada. Who would have thunk it? So this look for eagle from off the front of the green, uphill, and that thing just kind of bobbled on me early, lost a little bit of its pace. All in all, it wasn't a bad effort, but the bobbles definitely hurt my proximity there. I do have about 4 feet left for my birdie. Able to roll that in to get us to 2 under par on the day. 16 is a 405-yard par 4. Now there is a birch tree right in the middle of the fairway. So I'm hitting driver, which is going to get past it, and I decided to go right of it. I was going left of it. Obviously there's a little bit of water somewhere down there. Right to me is just a safer play. It's a good drive, right side of the fairway. I have 104 yards left to a back right flag, hitting a controlled sand wedge back into the wind. Just pulled it a little left. Really good for distance. Not great for direction, but not a bad shot. It has given me another look at birdie here. So this is an uphill putt, turning from left to right. Good roll, good line. Just touches the low side lip. Continues past the hole. Happy with the effort though. So now expecting this putt to break the opposite way as my first putt. This should go left. It goes right and lips out. That is a very unfortunate 3-putt bogey after we'd been doing some pretty nice things here and gotten ourselves back into a good position. 17 is a very picturesque par 3, as you can see, going over water all the way. 192 yards today. I was hitting a 7-iron. It's on a great line. Admittedly, I did not get all of this. It is on the green. That's job number 1, but it is a little bit short of pin high. Leaves me quite a long birdie effort here, going uphill, breaking from left to right. Now, from that distance, not a bad effort. Giving myself a very makeable look at par, which on a par 3 like this, you take 3 every day. We make the par, remain at 1 under, heading on to the 18th hole.
That corner is nice.
Now 18 is a 495-yard par 5 today, playing back into the wind. I'm trying to take my drive down the right side of the fairway. Now, good swing, good hit, just slightly out of the heel, so it cut on me just a bit.
I'm hoping that it's going to hold fairway. Unfortunately, it does not. I did not have a great lie here at 200 yards in. Now there's bunker short of the green, and in front of that there was a little creek. So I almost laid up here just to take the creek out of play, but I decided that I could muscle my 6-iron through that grass and just make sure that I covered the creek. Didn't mind being in a bunker. Now it went well left, but that's okay. I'm fine. I am in a bunker. It's not an easy bunker shot. It's a 35-yard bunker shot. Played it really nicely. Fortunately, I needed that to carry about an extra yard or two, and it would have released more because it wouldn't have landed into upslope. That's okay though. It was a tough shot. I have given myself a look for birdie here. About a 15-foot putt, breaking from left to right.
Yes, that's
Really,
it.
really nice way to finish the first round. Now, we only finished at 2 under. We got off to a slow start, but there was a lot to like about the way I'd played today, about the way I'd hit the ball, and I felt like I'd rolled the ball very, very well on the greens.
All right, guys, just wrapped up the round. It was an interesting round. There was a lot of good, So I'll start with the good. Drove the ball quite well. Generally hit the ball quite well. Good contact. Not too many misses. Not many big misses off the top of my head. Felt like I putted well. Didn't make a ton. Unfortunately, I had the short miss on 16, which my first putt had turned right. Figured comebacker's got to go left, and it went right. But anyways, that is what it is. It happens, unfortunately. Happy with the way I stuck in it, because the early part of the round was not easy. I mean, played the first hole well, just missed birdie. Second hole, felt like I hit 2 pretty good shots and just got a really bad bounce, put me in a tough spot, end up making bogey. And the fourth hole, end up making bogey there, and I feel like I'm playing well and I'm 2 over. And then I just made a mess of a par 5 where they had the tees up. I had 180 something or 160 something yards in. And all I really have to do is it'd be nice to give yourself an eagle opportunity, but all I really have to do is just put it on the green. Give yourself an eagle putt, and at worst 2 putt for your birdie, and I dumped it in the bunker, which was just not an easy place to get up and down from, and I didn't. But I think that kind of lit a fire under me, because I hit 2 really good shots on the next one, converted the birdie putt, and then kind of just kept giving myself birdie looks most of the rest of the day. Got up and down when I needed to, which I think was only once or twice. I definitely left a bunch of shots out there, but still managed to come in at 2 under. And again, given how things have been going, I'll take that. This again, a sign that things are trending in the right direction. I feel like I could have gone pretty low today, and that's not something that I've felt in a tournament in a while. So there's still some people out on the golf course. Right now we are just outside the top 10. It looks like it'll stay that way. So we've got our work cut out for us tomorrow. But if I can go and just execute the way I executed today and just score a little bit better, we'll be in good shape tomorrow. So that's gonna wrap it for now. We're gonna go get some rest, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning.
Quebec, James Colin Davis.
And here we go for the second round of the East Coast Pro Tours Tour Championship. As you will have seen, it is an absolutely beautiful morning here at the Royal Laurentian Golf Club. It is a little warmer than the day before. The sun is out. It's still going to be very windy. It's not going to be an easy day, but we're ready to jump right into this round and go do some damage to this golf course. Now, the previous day, I had hit 5-iron on the first hole. I have adjusted, hitting 6-iron, hoping to not go through the fairway this time. Really good swing there. Good way to start the day. So I've hit the fairway. I have 114 yards left. This is my sand wedge. Felt like a really good swing there, just right of the flag. A massive, massive hop. I think it landed about pin high and finished well off the back of the green in the back fringe. So I've got a long look at birdie here from the back fringe. All in all, pretty decent for line, but definitely way too much pace on that putt. I have left myself a little bit more work than I'd like for my par here, to be honest. But good stroke there. Make the par. No damage done. So like in the first round, I am hitting my hybrid again on the second tee, just hitting to the ever so slightly wider part of the hole. Now, admittedly not a great strike there. I mean, it's fine. It was just a little low on the face, so it came out a little bit low. Left me 161 yards, playing about 14 yards uphill to a back flag. It's just downwind, so I hit 9-iron. Now that flag is on a back tier. So I'm thinking if I get it up on that tier and I get the same bounce I got on the first hole, I'm in trouble. So I played short and hoped for the bounce. Unfortunately, I did not get the bounce. Now it had landed a little further than this, but it had spun back down the slope. So long birdie effort, going up to that top tier. Slight overread, but excellent for pace. That leaves me a very, very makeable par putt here. Though to be honest, it was a bit of a tricky putt.
That's a weird one, that little one.
Anyways, we made the par. No damage done.
Pardon me?
The par 3 third today was playing 166 yards. The flag again at the back on a top tier. This is a 9-iron. A little downwind, so really good number for me here. Really nice golf shot there onto the top tier. What we did not realize is that the ball actually ended up spinning back down the tier. So we've had a big bounce, no bounce, and a lot of spin. Another long birdie effort. Another pretty good pace putt there. So thank God at this point the lag putting has been reasonable at least. This left for my par. We will tap that in and move on to the fourth hole. So after hitting 4-iron yesterday, again we were back into the wind today, so I elected to hit my hybrid. Again, really good swing, really nice ball flight, just a very, very slight pull down the left side. It's not going to get me into any trouble, but I am going to be in the rough again. Now I have 87 yards in to a front left flag. Just a little sand wedge, controlling it back into the wind. Nice shot there. Good distance control. Giving myself a reasonably good look at birdie on this par 4. Now, I'd say from here, this putt looks like it's downhill, and I really thought it was. It wasn't. That putt was uphill, so bit of an optical illusion there. Had it on a pretty good line, but just did not have the pace, considering I thought it was going downhill. That's another par. Now, some missed opportunities, but this is a much better start than the first round. On to the par 5, fifth, again, 490 yards. Now, yesterday I had missed it slightly down the left. Today I missed it slightly down the right, but it's still well hit. I can see the wind is picking up at this point. Conditions are getting tougher. 186 yards left here. That was a 7-iron. I just kind of flighted down a little bit. It's on a really good line. comes up just a little bit short of the flag, but I had hit 7-iron purposely to not go long of the green. Gives me a good look at eagle here.
My goodness, that was a nice roll.
Yeah.
Really nice effort there. Very, very happy with that putt. Again, just a slight misread, but from that distance, very good effort. And I have given myself this putt for my birdie. That gets us to 3 under total. So I am hitting my 4-iron off the 6th tee again today, not changing the game plan on this hole. A pretty good shot. This one I just pushed slightly out to the right. This one unfortunately will not find the fairway. It will finish just in the right rough. But I've still got a good shot in here, 125 yards to a back flag. And I didn't catch this wedge very well. That was my 50-degree, my gap wedge. Just caught a little bit of grass first. The ball was sitting kind of weird, so I'm on the green, but I have got a long birdie effort. Really nice roll, really good line, really good effort again from distance.
Wow.
That would have been an absolute bonus if that had dropped, but the fact that I have put that close enough that I can just kind of make my way over there and tap it in without having to line it up, I'll take that. I'll take that. The par 3 7th hole playing a little longer today at 172 yards before the adjustment for the slope. That was a controlled 7-iron. It was kind of back into the wind. Again, really good looking golf shot there. The swing is feeling very, very nice at the moment. It's giving me another fairly good look at birdie here. And another burnt edge. But it's okay. We're making easy pars. We're giving ourselves birdie looks. Just gotta hope that at some point these putts start to drop, and then we can really make a move up this leaderboard. So after going through the fairway on the 8th yesterday with my 5-iron, I have clubbed down again to 6-iron. Really nice swing.
Good swing.
Exact flight I was looking for, exact line I was looking for. Again, it goes through the fairway. So I'm 0 for 3, including my practice round on that hole. 137 yards here, downwind to a back left flag. That was my gap wedge. Very nice golf shot there, just slightly left of the hole. Would have preferred to have put it slightly right, because this has left me a pretty tricky downhill putt here. And just did not expect that to break off to the right as early as it did. Another kind of missed opportunity, but another easy par. And after going through the fairway on 9 with my hybrid during the first round, I have now gone down to my 4-iron. Another really good swing, another really nice ball flight.
Stay in the fairway.
You can hear me praying that it stays in the fairway. It does. Had 125 yards left in. This is my sand wedge, little downwind. That wasn't the best strike. I mean, the line wasn't bad. It wasn't bad for distance. Again, big hops. It's just hard to predict when the ball was going to hop landing on the greens on this golf course. It's a bit hit or miss. So again, off the back fringe, but it is another birdie look.
That's
Cash
it.
the birdie. That gets us to 4 under total. We are 2 under on the day. So after starting the day in a tie for 10th place, we are now in a tie for 4th. So 10th hole, trying to hit the same 3-wood I'd hit in the first round. Unfortunately, I just smother hooked that one. Again, haven't been comfortable with that club, and I think in an effort to keep the flight low into the wind, I just shut the face down. So I'm going to get a provisional ready to go here. Now there was some...
Hey, monsieur!
group of guys in the parking lot that, I mean, like, they were just having a good time, but they were making a bunch of noise. Can't be mad at them, but it's hard to focus. So go back through my process. Now this time I'm hitting driver because I'm a little more comfortable with that club. Hit a great drive here. I mean, hindsight being 20/20, I probably should have just hit driver the first time, but what's done is done. I have 95 yards left up the hill into the wind. Like the day before, the same kind of shot that I'm trying to play, and it just goes left on me. So I'm struggling on the uphill lies. I got to find somewhere to practice that. Unfortunately, that went long and left over the green. So I've got to get up and down now just to save my double bogey.
Yeah, good shot.
Really good touch there. That makes the double bogey save much easier, as all I have to do is just tap in this, less than 2 foot putt, I would say. Unfortunate double, but it is what it is. We are moving on to the par 3 11th hole, playing 150 yards today. Now, it was very windy now, and this is me trying to hit an 8-iron low through the wind, and I just hit it chunky and didn't even get to the greenside bunker. So I have got a lot of work to do here if I want to save my par. So I've got the club upright, I've got the face open. I played that very well, but just didn't aim far enough left. Considering I had the shaft upright, that's going to open the face. Didn't account for it. Giving myself a reasonable look for par though. Just couldn't quite match up the line and the pace. So unfortunately, we have dropped 3 strokes in the last 2 holes, and we are now 1 under par for the tournament. Now, they'd moved the tee box on us again on the 12th hole. It is still not at 600 yards. Today it's at 540 yards. Now, there was a lot of wind, but I was definitely not trying to hit driver over that water from this tee box. So that is a 4-iron. That leaves me in good shape. I've got 223 yards in here. Again, downwind. I'm hitting a 6-iron. And admittedly got a little bit quick on that, a little out of sequence, bailed out to the right, which was the bailout considering there is water short and left. So this pitch shot here for my 3rd on this par 5. I've got to land this short with my sand wedge, just kind of bump it through the fairway, let it release up onto the green. That was a very, very nicely judged shot. Leaves me about 3.5 feet here for my birdie. We can start getting things back on track here. And that putt just bobbled left, hit something about halfway to the hole, and lipped out on the left side. So, facing some adversity right now. This has not been an easy stretch the last 3 holes. 13, again, after having gone through the fairway with my 4-iron the previous day, I am hitting 5-iron. Very good swing, very nice ball flight, practically the exact same line that I hit in the first round. Wouldn't you know it, the 5-iron went through the fairway, and I ended up in almost the exact same spot I'd been in the day before. Now, luckily today, the pin was on the right side of the green, so I didn't have to try and hit a hook. That was my gap wedge from 147 yards, landing a little short, letting it release up. Very nicely judged out of the rough downwind there. So this look for birdie, expecting this one to turn a little bit from my left to right. It just didn't. Practically a straight uphill putt. So giving myself some looks on the last 2 holes, unable to convert, but I've really got to get things turned around at some point here. I am running out of holes. 14, par 3, playing 173 yards today, back into the wind. This was a knockdown 7-iron, which, I mean, just came out a little bit spinny, got up into the wind, didn't make it to the front edge, but all in all, not a terrible swing and not a bad leave. I mean, I'm just off the front edge. I've got a fairly simple chip here. Just got to pitch it up over that slope. Unfortunately, I do pitch it about a yard further than I want to, so it does leave me a little bit more work for my par than I was hoping, but it's still got a good look here to make this save. breaking a little bit from left to right.
Yeah.
And I just can't get anything to go right now. I mean, that ball was halfway in the hole. That's a bogey. All of a sudden, we are back to even par for the tournament. The 15th hole, par 5, 525. Now, I've got 4 holes left. 2 of them are par 5s, so I can still make a move. And that starts with a good drive on this hole. And that right there is the best drive I had hit all week. And I'd hit a number of good drives, so to me that's saying something. 140 yards left into this par 5. Now again, it did go into the rough. I've got a better lie than the day before. Hitting my gap wedge. This kind of back left flag here. This was a very nice wedge shot. Good proximity to the hole there.
Makes it easy when you're all the way up there, right? A little bit.
This for eagle, and to get things turned around.
Yes.
So we'd actually fallen into 12th spot, and that eagle has got us right back into a tie for 6th. So big move there. On 16 again, trying to go right of the birch tree in the fairway. Now, I did catch this one a little off the toe, so it did turn over on me. Worked out fine. Worked out on the left side of the fairway, left of the birch tree. Again, that's why I didn't want to go for the left side. 91 yards in here to a front flag back into the wind. There's a controlled sand wedge. Really like the look of the move there. Good distance control to see the ball spinning back towards the hole there. Giving myself a good look at birdie here.
Yes.
Convert the birdie, and very quickly we are back to 3 under overall for the tournament. Now 17 was playing very tricky with the wind today. It was 197 yards. I was hitting 6-iron. Really nice strike, drawing it back up into the wind a little bit. There was a ton of wind up there. I mean, I thought I was going to get this pretty close to pin high. It did not even come close to pin high, but it is dry. It is on the green. That was job number 1. So long birdie look here, going up the hill. Unfortunately, this putt did bobble on me a couple of times, so lost some of its pace. That leaves me a little bit more work than I would like for my par at this point. So really want to convert this after what we've done to get back into this. We do. Keeps us at 3 under with 1 hole to play. So the par 5 18th, 495 yards. Again, trying to play my drive down the right side of the fairway. Yesterday I'd cut it a little bit. Today I just pushed it a little bit. It's going to be fine. It's safe. Unfortunately, it will not hold the fairway. It's going to make the second shot a little bit tougher. But I have 181 yards in, back into the wind here. This was a 7-iron. That really never left the flagstick. Unfortunately, the camera lost its focus for a second. We will see the ball there. I've given myself a very good look at a closing birdie. One of my playing partners had just putted on the same line. His putt broke to the right. That confirmed my read. To me, this putt was already in. Just never turned.
I know. That's what, yeah.
Let's see. Anyways. Tap in for my birdie. The eagle would have been lovely.
Either way, I know that was just a good finish. Thank you. Really good finish there. Nice playing with you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Good play with you, man. Thank you. That was good. Thank you.
What a day.
Thank you.
All right, guys, so second round wrapped. Bit of a up and down round of golf, you could say. Front 9 was going pretty good. Hit it solid. Not a lot of putts dropped, but felt like I was putting well. Missed 2 greens. The 2 greens I'd missed it onto the fringe. So going onto the back 9 was feeling really good. Obviously, you guys will have seen, smother hooked my 3-wood on the 10th tee, which, it's unfortunate anywhere. The timing was less than ideal because it kind of killed the momentum. Came back up from it pretty well though, hit a good driver for my 3rd shot. Not the best wedge, really good chip just to make sure that I got up and down to save double. and then bogey the next, missed a short birdie putt on 12, then went par bogey after not getting up and down on the par 3. So we went from 2 under for the day, 4 under total, to all of a sudden we were even par. Even par? No. We were 2. No. Yes. Yes. We were even par. My God. Sorry. I'm getting lost. We got back to even par overall, 2 over for the day, and then go, what, 4 under in the last 5 holes, or last 4 holes? Yeah, 4 under in the last 4. To bring it back, finish at 4 under total. That put me in 6th spot solo. So pretty good finish. Obviously could have done without that bad stretch, but happy with the way I brought it back. There was a lot of positives to pull from the last 2 days. I mean, I definitely didn't get the most that I could have out of either round, but really feel like the game is trending back in the right direction at the moment. It definitely played tougher today. It was a nicer day. It was a lot warmer. The sun was out, but it was a lot windier and tricky, like gusty and swirling, changing directions. There were only 6 players under par today. So, happy that I can say I was among those 6. If I just played even par today, I would have actually gone up 3 spots on the leaderboard. So that just kind of gives you an impression of how tough it was. So yeah, 6th place finish, not my best, but I'm happy. A lot of positives. Good finish to the East Coast Pro Tour season. I've still got another one-day event to come in a couple weeks. So my season isn't over, but the East Coast Pro Tour season is over. We actually don't know who's won this event yet. There's a playoff right now between Freddie D'Angelo and Jake Scott. Both finished 10 under par, but officially Ty Chaloney has won the East Coast Pro Tour season for the 3rd time in a row. Ty's been playing some really good golf the last few years, very deserving of it. I think we're gonna have him on the channel soon actually, so I'm looking forward to that. That's basically gonna wrap up this video. Big thank you to Roxanne for being here this weekend and filming. It was a lot of fun having her up here. I'm here to work, but it was really nice. We almost kind of had a semi-weekend away, so nice to take advantage of that. We're in a beautiful part of the province, and really nice to actually
hit a really good drive.
She did hit a really good drive. I'm gonna have to put that in now. You know that, right?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my God.
Wow. Why the fuck wasn't she playing with us?
Guys, thanks a lot for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave a comment. That's gonna help push this to other people, continue help growing the channel. That's all I gotta say. I'll be back again next week with another video. Cheers, guys.